Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I'm Jeff. Today is Monday. Snow is still melting. I'm gonna risk a trip to town. I gotta make it out of my driveway first. So yeah, the snow, maybe half of it's melted. I measured in a few areas. I had 10 inches would be my estimate, but some areas were 12 inches, some were 8, it depends on how the wind's blowing. But yeah, my driveway is still probably got 4 or 5 inches in it, and I'm about to find out if I can make it out of my driveway. This might be a short video. Good deal, made it out of the driveway. Didn't even slip or slide once, so yeah. The snow is wet because it's been melting. Wiley, I saw him out here yesterday with a blade, so he took care of the gravel lane. And yeah, my driveway is good enough. Off to town. I made it there and back without issue. I grew up in Illinois, so I grew up doing backwards donuts in a front wheel drive. So I'm not worried about me. I know when it's safe and when it isn't. It's everybody else that I was worried about. But yeah, roads were nice and clear. A few icy wet spots here and there. Nothing major. But yeah, I learned how to drive in the snow. And the first thing you need to know about driving in the snow is just don't do it unless you absolutely have to. And yeah, so no problems getting in and out of the driveway. I even backed up to my house. That'll make it easier getting out tomorrow. If I need to go, yeah, I probably need chicken feed or something tomorrow. Anyway, time to unload groceries, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's good to see you out and about, Mr. Grump. Walking in my footsteps. Yeah. You've been lazy. Lazy. That was quick. You done supervising already? It is late afternoon on Tuesday, and the snow is not gone yet. Not for these coops out here anyway. So they have been getting straw so they can, chickens can deal with the wet, chickens can deal with the cold, but wet and cold at the same time is not something chickens deal with. So yeah, these ones up here don't have any dry land, so they have been getting straw. I've been through this before in the winter. Yep, they're all doing well. And this flock doesn't have a rooster yet, but they're doing well too. They got, you know, a whole bunch of them right next door, so they're happy. Now these flocks back here, most of the snow is melted, so they've got plenty of dry area to run around, and their coops are pretty dry, except this one up here in the front. That one, the water runoff gets in there, so it was wet. They had wet ground in there, but the other three are not in that situation. So the ones out front all got straw twice now. One of the coops got it 3 times, but anyway. And these guys have only needed straw once, and hopefully it all melts. Although when it melts, what you're left with is a muddy mess. Yep, straight from snow to incessant mud, but we deal with it. We are getting close to sunset. It's probably back down into the 30s. According to my thermometer, it only got to 42 today. And sun was out not all day long, in spurts. So it was pretty cloudy and the sun was out in spurts. So not a lot of melting going on, not enough. Let's see, it snowed on Friday and it's Tuesday, so this is like 5 days. Yeah, it could be worse. Last year we had a big snowstorm, not as big as this one, but last year it was really wet, and that was still like 8 inches. Yeah. And then my first couple of years here, just a sprinkling of snow, just a light dusting of snow. But I remember this one, the one last year, and then there's one the year before that. I don't know. We've had, you know, 3 or 4 in the past 7 years. Can't complain all that much. Tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be sunnier and maybe upper 40s, so that will go a long ways. But next week, starting on Sunday, I think we're going to have 3 or 4 days below freezing. Winter, man. Especially when you got as many chicken flocks as I do. A lot more work, and the work is harder, and yeah. In the summer, you ain't got to throw straw around all over the place. Don't have to haul water. I've just been using little 3-gallon buckets and filling up one of their rubber things with water, because it's been freezing. Last night it got down, I think, 25. And it's been getting below freezing every night. So that means our water is frozen in the morning. So that means I got to go out and get them some fresh water in the morning. But luckily, they'll go through one of those little rubber feed bowls that holds about a gallon of water. And they'll go through more than a gallon of water a day. But see, when the sun comes out by the afternoon, a lot of this, their waterers and the snow and stuff is melting. So I've only had to do the water once a day with all this snow out here. Let's see. It probably will not melt tomorrow. So yeah, it might be Friday by the time all this melts. And that just means mud. That's all that means is mud. Man, I'm glad I got a driveway with a bunch of shale down. And in fact, I'd like to make it better. I'd like to put down a layer of the landscape fabric and then another layer of rock on top of it. And then that should, that should take care of my driveway for a good decade. Who knows? I've never done that before. It's in good shape right now. I got a few muddy spots, and that'll happen. But it will, you know, I can drive. I can still drive all the way up to my house. So that's a big thing. Unlike neighbors who are parking out in the street. Yep, yeah. Anyway, so big investment on the driveway, but it's makes it possible for me to park next to my house and not have to carry stuff back and forth all the time, blah, blah, blah. All right, what else can I talk about? I don't know. Waiting for the snow to melt. And made a trip to yesterday. I filmed a little bit of that. Probably going to make another trip tomorrow. And I have no idea. Going with the flow. And I'm working inside on a few things. Sorting and boxing and, yeah. No fun. Oh yeah, and yeah. Here we go. One complaint. I gotta have one complaint. Well, I guess I've been complaining about the snow already. But yeah, when I was getting all the snow off of these shed in a box things, man, my shoulders were already not in the best shape. And that, yeah, having to do that 3-4 times. I got 3 sheds, so 9-10 times I had to knock snow off. I'm glad I did it, you know, sporadically instead of trying to do it all at once, because they might have collapsed like they did last year. So I'm glad I got that done, but my shoulders are going to need some recovery time for that. Don't know what else to tell you, so I will see you on the next video, whenever that may be. And thanks for watching, thanks for everything, and take it easy.